am Dr. J.M. Lounsbury from the Ministry of Drink and Health Regulation. While many working adults start their day with coffee, we recommend to switch to milk to complete your regimen of nutrifying activity. If you are making the switch, a very great annoyance which occurs often with milk occurs during the pouring of it. If you tackle a particularly vicious pour without taking the proper care, you're bound to splash all over. Your whole day is ruined. To demonstrate proper pouring technique, I shall apply my face protector. Splendid. Now, the optimal way to pour milk is to raise the pouring container and angle it at no more than 45 degrees positively as you approach your drinking vessel. I will now begin to pour.
You know, there are very few games, or hell, even franchises in that matter of fact, that really do leave a lasting impact on me. Like, seriously, I actually am someone that can be impacted by a lot of things, but not that often. But if there's one thing, or one franchise that has left a lasting impact on me that will hold for the rest of my life, is undoubtedly, without a shadow of a doubt, Studio MDHR's Cuphead. Now, I thought I would take it upon myself to give a reflection on how I felt about Cuphead over the last 8 years. And you know what? This is still, without a doubt, one of my all-time favorite franchises ever, even if it's an indie game. And I have just been so in love with everything that Studio MDHR has done with this game. Like everything, whether it comes to the actual game, their trailers, the way they promote their stuff, the way that they post things on Twitter or YouTube, like everything. I've become infatuated by it. And I wanted to reflect on how Cuphead has left such a lasting impact on me. It won't take too long, but I thought I would give some key details at how much that this game has impacted me in the best way possible. So, not only has Cuphead, saved my life, no, I'm not joking, it has saved my life on multiple occasions, whether if it's emotional-wise or whether if it's physical-wise. It has legit saved my life on multiple occasions, not to mention how it is literally one of the only franchises that has made me gain, a large amount of friends. I would say that a good 75% of friends that I have online, and hell, even in real life, came from me liking Cuphead. A lot of my friends that I now know were because I liked Cuphead, and even some newer friends that I have recently got, I made them get into Cuphead, and now we have actually become better friends because of that. So that's already one thing that Cuphead has definitely gave me a benefit for in my life. But another thing is how, and this fact is actually huge, this one, it made me learn to be creative throughout my whole life. When I was younger, I didn't really know how to be creative with anything. At that point, I was starting out YouTube. I had no idea what to do. I had no idea what type of videos to make. And when I studied Cuphead, I understood that I don't have to be a follower. I can just be myself. Be someone who makes things or creates things that I know I will love, and things that I hope that many other people will love. Like how some of the videos I've been posting now are just things that I really wanted to make, and I hope that you guys will like them too. It's just something that I always loved doing, to be creative and make other people smile. Another thing that Cuphead has left an impact on me is my newfound love for the rubber hose art style. Not that I ever didn't love it when I was younger. I did always love it because when I watched like classic Mickey Mouse shorts, Tom and Jerry, classic Max Fleischer cartoons, so I was aware of it and I did like it. But I would say that Cuphead was truly like the kick in the pants that I needed to really make me fall in love with the classic Roboho style. And something I find hilarious is whenever I tell people that they're drawing in Roboho style, they say, "Oh, you mean the Cuphead style?" Because a lot of people used to say the classic Disney style, but now they say Cuphead style, which honestly makes me laugh every time someone tells me that, because it means that Cuphead has left an impact on them so much that even they believe that Cuphead does the Roboho style so much better than Disney has ever done in the last couple years, which I find absolutely hilarious. But anyway, it has also shown me that I don't have to be afraid to express myself, because a lot of times I'm afraid that whenever I do express myself, a lot of people will just view me as like some weirdo or just some random person that has no idea what I'm talking about. But thanks to Cuphead, it has led me to understand that I don't have to worry about those people, and I again just have to be myself and just enjoy the things that I love doing and find my own ways to be really creative, which has benefited me in the best ways possible. I've already mentioned how I made a lot of friends because of Cuphead, but at the same time, it's also made me become better at my editing skills because of how Cuphead motivates me to become creative with my YouTube ideas, as well as like if I have like a school project, I just look at Cuphead and be like, I could actually make something work with this. And there are a lot of times where I've gotten inspiration from Cuphead's innovation and creativity to where I put that idea into my work, and it leads me into creating something that I'm not only proud of, but many other people are proud of too. And it's led me to be more confident in myself and what I create and my work in general. And it's also led me to feel much more at home, much more comfortable, and much more in the zone whenever I do work on these projects. So I definitely have Cuphead to thank for that as well. In terms of gaming factors, this is undoubtedly one of my most favorite games ever created. Like, I've already mentioned how I'm already obsessed with the art style, but everything else, like the environments, the details, the characters, the music, oh my god, the music. Like, I can't even get over the soundtrack of this game sometimes, all these years later, but this game truly impacted my life when it came to gaming as well, because everything that this game does is near perfection. Like, obviously, the game is not perfect, because obviously nothing is perfect, but the stuff that this game throws at you, it is some of the most colorful, most innovative, most creative, most amazing things you'll probably ever see in a video game. Like, a lot of games these days don't really throw out a lot of creativity to you. They just throw out some basic generic enemies and just say, fight these guys and fight a boss, and then you're done. This game doesn't do that. And while even it can do that, it does it in the most creative way ever. It provides you with enemies that fit the background, bosses that all have unique attacks, unique personalities, unique everything, and it makes everything stand out from one another. And even if the story is hilariously simple, it can do very much with very little. And this game is the perfect example of that. It's a really short game, obviously, but it doesn't need to be super long. It doesn't need to be drawn out. It doesn't need to be bland. And this game is not bland. This game is not drawn out. And this game is never boring. Everything and everyone that has put their effort into this game legit has my full-on respect, because the fact that they were able to do so much with such a simple idea but make it so beautiful and so well executed is definitely an achievement. Now, as for someone who is still trying to figure out their place in this world and who is still trying to make something of themselves, I feel like Cuphead has also made me realize that it's a world that I can escape to when I need to be happy. Because there are a lot of times throughout the last couple years where I've lost hope on a lot of things, or I've been losing hope on things, and I've just been feeling really down and out. But when I look at Cuphead, whether it's the game, the show, or at least like the books and the comics, I can look at it, or play it, or watch it, or read into it, and no matter what, I'll always feel better. Like, no matter what, like even if I'm having a really bad day, I can play, watch, or read anything that's related to Cuphead, and I'll feel better almost immediately because of how charming, how lovingly made, how accurately made, and how much innovation is put into this world. The characters, the dialogue, the accuracy, the lore, everything. I can look into it and just get lost in this world full of magical, colorful characters, and it never once has me bored in any way, in any form at all. It never leaves me bored, and that is truly, again, an accomplishment. The fact that Cuphead is one of those rare franchises that even if there's only one game, one DLC, and only a show with a couple of episodes, manages to do this much to someone is truly, truly something special. Overall, Cuphead has had one of the most positive and biggest impacts on me. It has shown me that I can be creative, be innovative, and be inspiring, and no matter what happens, and no matter how crazy the fandom can be, I will always treasure the memories I have with Cuphead. It's given me some of the happiest memories of my life. It's given me friends that I'll hold forever, and it provided me with a new outlook at how you shouldn't be afraid to get creative. Find a world that makes you happy. Find a place where you feel at home. Make yourself feel comfortable, feel welcomed, feel loved, and feel inspired. And 8 years later, Cuphead has done exactly that for me. And that's why, no matter what happens, I will always, always, and always thank Cuphead for everything he, Mugman, and Miss Chalice have done for me. Thank you, Chad and Jared. You truly are amazing people and have shaped my life for the better. Happy 8th anniversary, Cuphead. Thank you.